It's the WHTC Morning News with Dan Evans and Gary Stevens on 99.7 and 1450 WHTC.
Welcome back to the WHTC Morning News for this Friday, December 16th. Sitting in for Dan Evans, I'm Gary Stevens. Friday mornings at this time, we travel Michigan. Take a look at things going on in the travel and tourism industry in our state. As I like to say, things going on that can take a tank full of gas from our area. And Dave Lorenz from Pure, Michigan joins us, as he does most Friday mornings at this time. Dave, glad to be able to chat with you again. And for our listening audience, where in the world is Dave Lorenz today?
I am in the northern part of the state today. Have a speech to make in Gaylord in just a little bit. So looking forward to being with the Convention Visitors Bureau folks. Michigan Association of Convention Visitors Bureaus is meeting up here. So get to do a little tutorial. It's not often I get these folks together and I can act like a teacher and kind of tell them about some ways they can use Michigan.org, share their information. And we're always trying to get information from them so we can share it with everybody else, all these events and everything. We get it all from those folks. So looking forward to being with that group of friends. And it's really good to talk to you. Has Dan been keeping the chair warm for you?
He has his own chair. So it's in the other room. And
that's a good thing. Well, I have to tell you, so since last we talked, so many things have happened. We have so many cool things happening, which I'll get to in just a second. But it's important that we take this time to remind everybody, here we are. We're in those last final days before Christmas, right? So this weekend, as you're out there shopping, please do your best to support local. Think about your local businesses, support them as much as you can. And, maybe not just here in the Holland area. I'm thinking about my office. But, somewhere in Michigan, you might want to travel a little bit, enjoy the experience of this time of year. And I really highly recommend you do it because, man, it can be a chore. I find it easy. In our relationship, my wife does almost all the shopping. I'll admit I'm horrible. I don't participate that much. So it's really stressful for her. So I'll tell you what I did last weekend is I surprised her with a little weekend getaway, just a two-day little getaway. We went up north. We saw a concert. We just enjoyed the area. Those little, fun little trips here and there can really be good for the relationship. And as we think about gifts, thinking about the gift of travel is a good idea. So go to Michigan.org. If you want to kind of come up with a travel idea, you can customize it yourself. Get a card, maybe do a little search and say, okay, I'll tell you what, significant other, I've set this up. We're going to do this. You can even make a booking by going to Michigan.org. And believe me, our attractions, hotels, all the resorts out there, they'll work with you if you want to move it around, if you give them enough time. So think about that gift of travel and think about supporting local. Remember, if you don't buy downtown, say bye-bye downtown. It's that critically important. And at this time of the year, they need our business to keep those jobs. We need those jobs to keep our economy. And we're a consumer-driven economy. So if we want to stop this recession from kicking in here in Michigan, we can do it by being wise consumers and supporting local and not just shopping online for everything.
Of course, in Holland this weekend, it's shopping jam, shopping in your jammies.
I just love all the fun things that the retailers and the downtown associations think about. So that's a cool thing. If you go to Spring Lake, they have what they call Spring Lake Sparkle. And there are a couple of nice little shops there too, especially, there's a really good, it's like a sewing shop. I don't know what you call that, but it's really good. I know folks will really love that. Very, very good store. And if you're traveling around the state, you might want to go to places like Great Lakes Crossings over in Auburn Hills. I know you might say, well, I thought you said support local. Well, support those businesses in Michigan, those brick and mortar stores. So if you go to Great Lakes Crossings, get this, you can see Fishmas at Sea Life Aquarium. That's a big aquarium. And then at the Legoland store, they have the Bricktacular. So they've understood how to put retail and entertainment together, and that's a really cool thing. But you don't have to go very far to enjoy your shopping experience. And while you're out there, please make sure to go to a restaurant or two. Let's support our local restaurants as well. They've been through really tough times. And the more we do, the more people they're going to employ, and the better for everybody.
And finally, you are in Gaylord for the Visitors Bureau conference, and obviously in that area, a lot of winter time attractions. Yeah. I have a funny feeling the forecast, not only now, but all the way up to Christmas, is going to be very nice for our friends who run the ski resorts and the winter attractions.
It looks so good. Well, I'll tell you, one thing you may not know, all our ski resorts have plenty of snow up north. They make it when it's chilly, and it's been chilly enough, believe me. And now we have this natural snow coming again. Here's another one. So Crystal Mountain on the 24th, Christmas Eve, you can ski with Santa. Somehow Santa is taking the time to go skiing. And then I'm sure late at night, he's not going to be there because he's going to be pretty busy.
I want to alert Mr. Dave Lorenz and all of our listeners that we will not be with you next Friday. We are going to be running the CBS News Christmas special with Gil Gross. So we will have Dave, hopefully, if not Odie McKinley, to do another Travel Michigan segment for us on December 30th, 2 weeks from today. Dave, have a safe trip. Have a safe holiday. Wish you and your family well. A blessed Christmas, a happy New Year, and you'll be talking to Dan in a couple of weeks. Thank you, sir.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you very much, Dave Lorenz on 99.7 and 1450 WHTC. It's Travel Michigan on the WHTC Morning News.